Okay, today I am repairing my Digitech Whammy DT. It's been playing up for years now. The left side I've just fixed, and you can see the light is tracking perfectly with the knob. No issues. This was the worst. Now this side isn't so bad, but it's a little bit glitchy. So it's mostly okay on this side, but it's every now and then it will sort of jump back and forth like really quickly. Try and get it again. There, see a little bit. Like I said, it was awful on this side. It was a nightmare. I had to take it like ever so slowly and just edge it around just to get the track right. What I ended up doing, pretty simple fix. I haven't seen many people talk about this online. I've managed to find like one forum post. It took a while to find it, so I'm talking about it with one of the Whammy 4 models. With this one, this is DT, but it was, I'm assuming it would be exactly the same. All I had to do was take out these, got all the bolts on my desk, but take out these 6 bolts placed around here. I think they're in metric, and it's between like 2.5 and 3 mil. I can't remember what one was exactly, but it's in metric, something in between those two. And I took pliers. This all a bit sort of make do at the moment. Took all the bolts and nuts. I took all the nuts and washers off of these switches because these are sort of attached to the actual base of the unit. And then the other thing to do apart from that is do the same thing. I'll unplug it first. Do the same thing with these bolts under here. Once you sort of get them loose, you can just use your fingers really. And then you feel it, it'll get caught in the cap, and you can kind of just pull it right the way off. Just keep unscrewing it for a minute, and it should just pop off. There we go. Put that aside. And then ideally you want to do the same thing with this side. I'll do it. I don't really need to do it because I just did it a minute ago, but just for the sake of the video, do it again. Same thing. It gets stiff all of a sudden as it gets caught in the cap. Put it right the way off. I've had this for about 6-7 years, it must have been. Cool. And I think after the first like year and a half, 2 years, that side really started playing up. But this side's always been mostly okay until recently. I just got fed up with it, so I took it apart finally. It's taking a little out of this iFixit toolkit, just like a little spudger thing. And then I don't know, I can get the camera a little bit closer. So I'm literally just taking these little tabs off gently, pushing them out of the way. Oh, that went a little bit too far. You don't really want to break it off, or try not to. Just unhook them. And then it's simple as just pull that off. And I think the problem is it's just these contacts getting a bit messy, a bit gunked up. They do feel a bit greasy when you pull them out. So I'm just taking some Service-Sol and just give it a little spray. Don't want to go too much, because otherwise you don't want to end up with a load of residue left over on the board. But I might just go around and just dab around just to clean it up anyway. Get any other crap that's stuff built up in here over years. And now when I put this together, I might just give it another little quick blast. When I put it back together, it should be nice and clean. It should be working properly. It's just like contact cleaner, electrics cleaner. Fairly easy fix, just a bit time consuming getting all the nuts and bolts out. Crimp it back over. You can see that okay? Yeah. Cool. I've got it. Press down, make sure it gets as firm as possible. Cool. Get this back over. Oh, And with these ones, it's kind of, I think I find it a bit easier to hold the circuit board from the back, press it up. I like to keep it uniform. So press the circuit board up from the top, up from underneath, and then that'll just make it a bit easier to get this nut back on. Because otherwise it just sinks back into the pedal if you try and press it on. It's a bit fiddly. Same with the other side. Get all the lights in, obviously. Hopefully this will show a good example. Should be. Like I said, the left side worked perfectly. Took apart the left side, cleaned it, and then put it all back together, and it was just tracking, not tracking, but the knob was tracking so much better than ever before. Push that little, push that switch in place. Cool. Right, let's test it out. Again, this side's working fine. This one should be working a lot better as well. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Tracking nicely. Cool, perfect. Well chuffed with that. Easy, nice, cool. Alright, yeah. Like I said, not a very common issue, but it is an issue nonetheless. Don't think many people experience it, but for those who do experience it and they're trying to fix it, hopefully you find this video and hopefully you find it helpful. Thanks for watching.